Devotional. The accessible refuge. Psalm 62 verse 8. Hope in him at all times, O peoples, pour out your hearts before him, God is our refuge. This verse is a universal call to radical trust. David, a man who knew betrayal and constant threat, offers us God's strategy for facing adversity. It teaches us that instead of seeking comfort in human sources or temporary solutions, we should make God our constant anchor. True security and peace are found in the surrender of our soul to the one being who is our unchanging refuge. 1. Constant waiting. At all times. The command, hope in him at all times, confronts us with our impatience and our tendency to depend on immediacy. This waiting is not passivity, but an active trust that remains firm in times of calm and storms. We must place our hope and expectation on God alone, regardless of what the clock or calendar reveals. 2. The act of vulnerability. Pour out your heart. The Lord invites us to pour out your heart before him, which implies total and unreserved vulnerability. To pour out our hearts means to empty all our sorrows, fears, frustrations, and joys in his presence. God does not want polished speeches, but brutal honesty that trusts in his unconditional mercy. 3. The unchanging reality. God is our refuge. The final truth is the basis of the two previous commands. God is our refuge. The shelter is a place of safety and protection from the storm. If he is our refuge, we can wait patiently and pour out our hearts with confidence, because his nature is to be the guardian of our lives. Practical applications. 1. Set a pouring time. When the load feels heavy, don't carry it alone. Set up a moment alone with God and deliberately pour out your heart to him in honest prayer. 2. Combat impatience with waiting. When you are tempted to take shortcuts or look for quick fixes, remember the command to wait on him. Ask the Holy Spirit for active patience that trusts in his timing. 3. Make God your first choice. Instead of turning to God as your last resort, run to him first. Understand that he is not only your last refuge, but your only safe haven. Conclusion. Psalm 62 verse 8 is a formula of deliverance for the burdened soul. It teaches us that peace is not in the absence of problems, but in the firmness of our refuge. As we empty ourselves of our cares in his presence, we find the fullness of his strength. The invitation to pour out our hearts is the way to a profound intimacy, because God's unchanging fidelity guarantees us a refuge that is always accessible at all times.